Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Poppin' Off. I am your host, Pd PopOff. How's everybody doing out there, huh? Doing all right? Doing good? Doing great? Grand! Awesome! So, yeah, we're undergoing a little bit of a we are undergoing a little bit of a rebranding. So, we're still going to be, on YouTube, right? But that's going to be the focal point. We're no longer going to be on Spotify. We're no longer going to be on Apple, at least not right yet. I think I was trying to do a little bit too much all at once, and it got a little overwhelming instead of just trying to dial in and focus in on a primary purpose. My content, my videos, my dumb shit, it's still going to be up on Instagram, still going to be up on TikTok, still going to be up on the Mark Zucker books, and it's still absolutely here on YouTube. We definitely now have the YouTube podcast, and we're going to go, like I said, we're going to undergo a little bit of a rebranding. Instead of me just popping off about shit that annoys me, we're going to try to have a little bit more philosophical conversations, a little bit more brain stimulating conversations. Don't get it twisted, though. We're still going to be popping off and bitching about things. But along the line of doing this podcast for the past year, I started noticing that I was running out of things to bitch about, which, as I said in the first episode that I did, it's cathartic for me. That's why I was doing it. And upon going through it, I started noticing, damn it, dude, you're just bitching all the time. You're bitching about the same thing all the time. And that was kind of the point of doing it, was not just for myself but for other people. Like, I have options, right? Like, I can continue to bitch about it, or I can fix it. I can live in the problem, or I can find the solution. And somewhere during this year and a half, 2 years of doing these podcasts, I came to that realization. It was like, all right, now it's time to start living in the solution, because now I'm running out of shit to podcast about. Now I'm running out of shit to podcast about. I mean, it can still be cathartic, and I'm still going to do it, right? Like, I'm still gonna pop off. That's the title of the damn thing, is Pop Off. But now I think with the rebrand and with what I'm trying to do with this podcast, I think I'm just going to focus more on brain stimulating theories, questions, philosophies. And also, I really want to start honing in on actual conversations. And I mean, that's the rebrand that I'm even doing with my social media accounts, right? Like, this is an evolution. It's an evolution of me as a person, me as an entertainer, me as a host, whatever you want to call me. And, that's even going to be coming through in the videos. If you go to my Instagram, we're at about 10,000 followers. On TikTok, we're at about 5,000. Facebook, I don't really pay attention to the Facebook followers. I think maybe 800. But that's really, as far as the media is concerned, my media, the content. I find dumb shit on the internet. I find dumb shit on the reels, and I repost it. It's really not original content. I have original content, but it doesn't get the same amount of views. And with the rebrand, I'm going to be doing a lot of point of view stuff, taking you in a day in my life of the shit that I come across, the things that I see. I'm going to start going up to random people that I interact with on a daily basis, and I'm just going to start asking them questions. And if not for anything, whether it's to get views or whether it's to enlighten audiences, it's for myself, right? And me as a person, one thing that I've always enjoyed doing is talking to older people and getting their perspective on things, right? Because at the end of the day, man, older people might be dumb as a box of rocks. They might not have the intelligence. They might not have the book smarts. They might not be tech savvy. But I have yet to find an older person who lacks some sort of wisdom. And that's kind of where I'm coming from, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. As I'm looking for the kind of wisdom that you can't get out of a textbook. I'm looking for the kind of wisdom that you can't, read about on the internet, that AI can't generate. I'm looking for wisdom that can only come with practical life experiences from a life that's been thoroughly lived. So that's like the rebrand going forward. And it's going to be my own spin on things. It's going to be my own twist, because as serious and as about business as I'm talking and trying to project, I'm still a grade A retard, right? Like I'm still an idiot, and I still have a really fucking dark and perverse sense of humor. I still like doing things for the shock value. I still like the attention, I still enjoy thoroughly making people laugh. Oh, fuck you, rolling stop. That was my truck telling me I had a rolling stop. It's bullshit. But yeah, that's gonna be the new lane that we're going down, man. Um, I hope my hope is that now that I've come to some clarity of my own bullshit popping off, being cathartic, it being cathartic, is maybe now I can transfer this to you guys. Now it's not so self-centered, even though it is still a little self-centered. Is my hopes is that maybe it can transfer to you guys. As many of you know, right? I'm in recovery. I deal with shit in the rooms. Um, I'm a truck driver. I'm a father. A lot of you guys already know this information about me, and if you don't, you do now. Another thing that people don't know about me is obviously I'm very opinionated. I have a complex where I think I'm always right, and I'm not. But, and there's a big but, there are definite things that I know that I am right about. And me as a person, I can try to be as humble and have as much humility as I want. But at the end of the day, when I know I am right, and I know that it is the just and virtuous thing to do, excuse me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to live with those consequences because I know it was a virtuous act and I know I was right. Maybe I'll go about it a different way in the future, but that's okay, right? That's kind of what I'm talking about as far as the wisdom is concerned, is having a life that I've lived and getting insights from older people. So with that all being said, one of my favorite people that I love talking to, and you know what? I don't talk to him enough. And I'm sure when the day comes where he passes away, I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass. I'm probably going to end up re-listening to our episodes together. It's my father. He's my stepfather, but he is my father. Pappy PopOff. I love talking to him. He's 73 years old now. The man has a storied fucking life, a storied life, and I love talking to him. It's where I get a lot of my sense of humor from. It's where I get a lot of my brutal honesty from, and it's where I get a lot of my outlook from. Somewhat cynical, but rooted in reality. He calls it he calls it how he sees it, and he's a good man. I love having these talks with him, and yeah, this is a phone conversation I had with him a few weeks ago where he just was going. He was the one popping off. So yeah, take a listen. This is him just talking that reckless bullshit. Um, at 73 years old, he goes through it too. And hopefully, whoever's listening to this, you'll understand, like, hey, the bullshit doesn't stop. The bullshit never stops until you decide that it stops, right? So sit back, enjoy, and yeah, have a good one.
I get ready to go fuck around with them stupid people outside.
Oh, you got to go to work today.
Yeah, they called me last night. They got bunch of executives down in Georgia that needs to be brought back to Charlotte. When I get there, I'm gonna tell them I included an additional fee, and it's called Save Your Fucking Bacon.
Uh huh. Well, damn, Pappy. Well, damn. I was just calling to
Mm.
tap in, see what's going on with you.
Same motherfucking shit, just a different fucking day in a week.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking lunatics, the same fucking lunacy.
yeah, yeah. They got me going to Virginia Beach, so I'm en route right now. I'm on I-40.
Oh, you're gonna deal with that snow, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I've been telling them I need some money, and they said, "Well, hey, we got an opportunity." So I'd look like an asshole if I said no.
Yes, you would. Big
So
time.
yeah, so I've been begging for it. So they gave me the opportunity, so I'm gonna go try to make some money.
That's
I
why
said,
they say careful what you wish for.
it's all right. I mean, like I said, I need the money. I'm trying to pay this credit card bill down for this DC vacation, and we're almost there. I only got about 300, about 300 left. I gotta pay off on it,
Mm.
so I'll
Big
have the money.
time. You need to go into them reserve you got, Negro, because Lord knows you don't like spending no money.
No, no, no. My reserve. That's the thing is I don't. I got reserves, but I can't touch it. It's all tied up.
You
So
worth the fuck. You sure you fucking Polish and not a fucking Jew?
I mean, we're pretty much the same thing.
Come from the same region, right?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Hitler didn't discriminate. We were both of us were dirty dogs, so it's fine. It's fine.
Well, at least he treat you a little bit better than he did the Jews. He ain't trying to extinguish you all. He just oppressed you.
Yeah, I still say he had the right idea, just the wrong execution method. He had the
Well,
right idea. He didn't need to exterminate all of them. He just needed to get them out of his country.
the problem is that you start to establish that prejudice. At the end of the day, people may not like Jews for their thought or their process or their attitude, but they still God's children.
Yeah,
So,
I
hey,
agree. I don't have a problem with them. I just not my people. But and
yeah, man.
when I say not my people, I don't mean like individually. I just mean the way of thinking, their practices. It's not what I align with.
Right. Well, but I mean, that's what makes the world unique.
Yeah,
Everybody's different cultures and their thought process and the way they evaluate things and the way they deduce things and the way they get to conclusions.
yeah.
If we
But
all if we all thought the same, we'd all be fucking robots.
oh yeah, oh yeah, we're getting to that point.
Everybody fucking brainwashed.
But with that being said, I don't really align with a lot of people, Christians, Muslims. Shit,
You just
liberals.
you just hating on the planet, ain't you?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. I do my thing.
Uh, uh,
I do my thing, right? Like I got a set of principles. I got a set of guidelines. I try not to break them for anybody. Behave. It's not hard to behave. It's not hard to behave in public. It's not hard to have manners in public. Now behind the scenes you do what you want to do, but in public, like, come on, behave.
well, that's that's just the whole shit. It's like I tell my buddies, the problem with the world is everybody got a different world in their head.
Yeah. I mean it's true though, right? Like it's very true.
Everybody, everybody looking at the same shit, and everybody's perception is not the same.
That's it too. And I've been telling that's the conversation I've been having with Junior a lot. It's like, you gotta use some discernment, man. Use some
Well,
discernment.
well, the problem is that everybody relates to the next individual in their own capacity, not acknowledging the other person's capacity.
Well, that's it. That's it too, right? Like when I talk to people, I talk to people a certain way with the assumption that they understand what I'm saying. And then,
Yep.
you know, it
Then
dawns on me
you
that, oh, they're fucking retarded. They don't have a clue what I'm saying.
pretty much.
And then it's like, well, okay, let me dumb it down. And then they still don't have a clue what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, hey, I say what I say. You interpret it however you want to interpret it. Not my problem. I'm tired of trying to make people figure shit out. I say what I say. If you don't know the word, look it up. You got a
Yes.
supercomputer in your palm.
You know,
We got a
yeah.
and I tell the wife that too. Like, hey, you can ask me stuff, but let's take some initiative. You quite literally have a supercomputer, a library of anything and everything that you could ever want to know in the palm of your hands.
Yeah, but
Unlimited knowledge. All you got to do is type in the question and it'll give it to you.
the problem is that most people can't think beyond that sphere. It's like everything is a disaster before they even thought about it. Just like this bitch that went with us on this fucking trip, okay? A woman, how do you sit in a fucking hot bus when they've given you where to take it to get fixed? For the life of me. So now we sitting and we get ready to leave. Now we sitting 5 hours there because we got a hot bus. Then not only that, but the bitch turns around and tells them that when she worked for Academy, she was in a hot bus and had a mini stroke.
So wait, I'm
And
confused. What's the context here? I don't know what's happening. What are you talking about?
okay, they brought us the bus to the relay point.
Yeah.
Okay, now this woman at 3:30 in the morning, she was in the yard, supposedly putting her shit up underneath the bus and pre-tripping the bus.
Okay.
You gonna tell me that at 3:30 in the morning, when you got the fucking headlights on, you don't know these motherfuckers are dim and you can't see?
Okay.
Okay, so she turns around, she gets on a relay vehicle with us. We go down to Fort Hill to wait on them to pick them up in Hendersonville to bring them to us. Okay, the fucking bus now is running, has an issue with the air conditioning. It's not working. These poor kids are roasted in there.
Okay.
Okay, so we get to fucking Florida. We get to Florida on Wednesday. Was it Tuesday? So Tuesday was kind of late to do anything.
Yeah.
Uh, so Wednesday gets up. Since it's an older bus, they don't want to send it to the dealer because they're not trying to pay dealer prices to repair an old bus. So they find a location for this guy Vega in Orlando. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the chick takes the fucking bus over there. They add Freon to it, and the AC is working while she's there.
Okay.
Okay, she pulls the fuck out, and the AC stops working. So instead of turning her black ass back the fuck around, and she decides she's gonna go to the hotel.
Well, that don't make too
Okay.
much goddamn sense.
Oh, this shit get good. Okay, so now she sits all fucking day Wednesday texting everybody about how hot this bus is, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I got a brand new bus and my air conditioner goes out too. Since I have a new bus, they send me to ABC because the bus is under warranty.
Right.
Okay, I get there. I spend 3 hours Thursday to find out that the clutch on the compressor's gone. Half hour later, he comes and tells me the fucking compressor's gone too.
Oh shit.
Okay, and I can't put the clutch in the compressor
So you get the
because
compressor.
the last one that he had sent out. He had already used. So they overnight the clutch. He already had the compressor in stock. But it turns out the following day when they went to grab the one that they had in stock, the brackets did not fit the new bus.
Okay.
So they took a brand new compressor off a new bus, put it on there, did what they had to do. The fucking air conditioning working beautiful.
They innovated. They
Right,
adapted. Yeah.
right. So okay, mind you, this bitch is still sitting in this hot bus. All right, now this is on Thursday. I took the bus in. They couldn't get it done, so they had me bring it back Friday. So sure enough, I'm not well, but I'm not going to sit there and suffer if I don't have to.
Right.
Okay, so I get my black ass back up there, 9:20, drop the bus off. They had it ready by 3:30. I take the bus up. Okay, now mind you, where they sent her, this guy, if he had to work Saturday, he would have went Saturday too. So you had all day Thursday. You took it there momentarily.
So there was
They
no
put three.
excuse. There was people there. They had the equipment. She was just being lazy. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is she was being stupid or lazy.
It's stupid and lazy because you spend all the time in a hotel room doing absolutely dilly squat. Okay, now you're getting paid to sit there because Friday we dropped them off in the morning
Yeah.
and they were in the park all day. And when they were done in the park, they walked back to the hotel because the Universal was close to them.
Okay.
Okay, so you were free all day Friday. You were free all day Thursday because Thursday we dropped them off at 9 o'clock and we didn't pick them up till 9. So you had 12 hours and you took the bus down, and through your own admission, you said that the minute that you pulled out of that yard, it clicked off. Common sense would tell you, well, something's still not right. These niggas need to research this shit further.
Yeah.
Well, no, she gonna be lazy. She gonna drive to the hotel. Fuck it. So now, mind you, she had all day Saturday too because Vega would have came in on Saturday and looked at it. Okay, but you wasn't making an effort. Okay, so Saturday night we got to leave. Now we go there because all of us are trying to sleep, but it's broad daylight, and you already awake,
Yeah.
so you can't sleep. You got to drive all fucking night to get them to your swap point. So we get there 7:30 at night. Okay, sitting in this hot bus. Here they come. At 9, they were there. We were supposed to pick them up at 9. They were there at 9:20.
Oh hell no.
So now the temperature inside this bus at that time of night was 88 fucking degrees.
Oh hell no. And it's stinking too. You know. Oh no. No.
Okay, so of course now to make matters worse, you've already told these people that you're staying close to Frank, which was the lead bus, because you couldn't see from the headlights being so dim. Plus, that you had had a mini stroke, okay, when you were driving hot bus for Academy. Okay, the only thing them niggas are hearing is that you had a stroke when the bus was hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the teacher refuses to put her kids because she's responsible for these kids.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, she's worried about them stroking the fuck out of heat, and you killing them because all right. So we sit there till 1:20 in the morning. And then mind you, at 10 o'clock, you're trying to get another bus company to send a bus there to rescue these people to take them to Georgia so that we could switch out with one of our buses. Okay, so this cost the boss almost $6,000 to get this bus to come out to take these people 4 hours down the road to put them on one of our buses. Okay, this was the clusterfuck that we were dealing with on this trip.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd have been pissed.
Well, that's just the whole thing. You know, you were inconsiderate of the fact of your passengers. You were inconsiderate of the fact of your fellow coworkers. Okay, because you did that. The 5 hours, the 4.5, 5 hours that we were delayed there, that just about we would have been done to a fucking swap point.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, now everybody's is driving tired at the wee hours of the fucking morning, hoping not to run off the fucking road because your lazy ass didn't want to go do what you were supposed to do. You know, and
You're a better
it's
man than me. I'd have been lighting her up. I'd have been like, "What the fuck are you thinking? What's wrong with you?"
well, the problem is that that she compounds the situation by telling these people of her experience having a mini stroke when you were with Academy. These people ain't trying. You got 56 souls sitting behind you. They ain't trying to die with you. Okay, these people they hire fucking morons.
Yeah.
When you're supposed to be an experienced hand, what Frank let her ass on. And even Jaden, this guy, well, what the fuck you telling these people that shit for?
Yeah.
And so, needless to say, that was the whole fucking logistics of that shit.
Oh man. Like I said, you're a better man than me because I'd have had to light her up when we were riding together. I'd be like, "Yo, what are you doing? You're getting paid
Well,
to sit around and wait. You can go sit around
the,
and wait in that auto shop waiting for the bus to get fixed as well as you can sit around and wait in that goddamn hotel room. What's wrong with you?"
well, the thing is that you start playing that shit, that's then the boss is the one that has to take care of that. Because I'm just inconvenienced with the bullshit.
Right.
Because I did what I was supposed to do. If anybody should have been pissed with me, that's a fucking brand new bus that since you received it, you've been having issues with this AC. Okay, but I did what I was supposed to do
Well, yeah,
for the sake of my passengers and for my own sake. Who wants to be in a fucking hot ass bus?
yeah. I was gonna say, like this is just me, right? Because I'm selfish. Fuck the passengers. I'm not trying to ride in a hot ass bus.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That so you sit there and you're bitching every day that the bus is hot, this, that, and the other. But yet you're not making any
Any
type of
effort, yeah, to
effort
fix the problem. You just
to
stewing in the
correct
problem.
this issue.
Yeah,
So you took an issue that was resolvable and compounded everybody's fucking life with your bullshit.
yeah. I mean, that's generally right. Like that's what selfish people to the extreme do, right? Like I'm selfish, and I'm selfish to the extreme, right? But I'm working on it. But that's something that people do. Like I'm gonna sit in the problem. I'm gonna stew in the problem, and I'm gonna make everybody else miserable instead of taking some decisive affirmative action and getting in the solution and fixing the problem. And
Thank
some
you.
people I just and I'm not saying I'm any better because you don't know what you don't know, and I think some people just don't know. They don't know how to
Well,
speak up. They don't know how to you know
she's
in a
supposed to be she's supposed to be an experienced hand, but the problem is that she came over with Broach. She's on she was driving 24, which is the 24. They moved her up to 20 to BC 25, which is the 25. Okay, and the fucking shit's not perfect because Frank and I are running around the bus like jackass, trying to eradicate, shutting down heat valves and shit. See if because the fleet manager's thinking that the bus
right,
that the bus is showing the gauge -40, so the bus is thinking that it's that cold, so it's sending fucking heat instead of
right,
AC.
right.
And so Frank and I are like two jackasses running around the fucking bus, shutting valves. Now, mind you, his bus is ice cold, mine's too. Okay, so now we're trying to get her going because at this point we're all tired. We want a conclusion to this trip, so we got to fuck to our home and our loved ones.
Yeah,
Okay, and now here we're fucking around because this bitch didn't do what the fuck she was supposed to do. Okay, and like I was talking to Sean, I said, Sean ain't for nothing. I am not trying to throw anybody up underneath the bus. I ain't trying to get nobody fired, but this is bullshit.
yeah,
This bitch had fucking plenty of time. It's not like you didn't provide her with, if she'd have taken it the first time and they put Freon didn't work and you went back and you attempted to fix it again and the bitch goes out,
yeah.
well,
You
then
made your
you,
attempts. Yeah, you made your attempts.
okay, but this
You
fucking
can't be
broad
mad
didn't
at
do
that.
it. Right, you can't possibly be mad at that, and that's a company issue. You shouldn't send this ragged motherfucker out there. Okay, but bitch, you had ample time before we headed back, a free time that you were getting paid for.
Yeah, you just made no effort. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're either stupid, you're lazy, or a combination of the both.
And I think it's a combination, and then you want to be catching the fit, angry because the bus is hot. That's your own doing.
Yeah,
Look,
so
I
you
get
want to
it.
be angry at something that
Right.
you caused. Well, you didn't cause,
Okay.
but you damn sure didn't even make any attempts to fix.
Right. Exactly. Look, I get it. It's an old bus. I'm in total agreement with you that this shouldn't be on no fucking trip where, it's hours away from the terminal to recover. But nonetheless, the bus is running. All right, you had one minor issue where it was air conditioning that was repairable.
Yeah,
Okay, you just chose not to make an effort to get it repaired. Therefore, you created this whole goddamn unnecessary scenario of everybody being miserable. What I should have taken was a video of these poor kids laying in that fucking concrete and a bus fed because they couldn't sit in the fucking bus. And send it to the company.
I'm telling you, boy. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything, but I like to
Well,
think that I've fucked up a whole lot out here enough to know, like, okay, you should do this. And I don't know. I guess it's no different than when I tell my kids, is like, if you don't know something, if you genuinely don't know and you don't know what to do, there's no harm in asking.
the problem is that you're supposed to be an experienced hand. Okay, the transportation business, especially when you're dealing with the general public, it's about safety, comfort, okay, and whether you agree or not, the customer's always right because they're paying their money. They gave you $150 tip,
Right.
okay. I mean, you didn't earn that tip.
Well, I can understand, like, in that scenario, because, like, I disagree with the customer's always right, but I can understand in that scenario, they're right. Like, they paid
Well,
you, you're
well, that's
offering
what
them a
I'm saying.
service, right?
They paid for an operational bus. You as an operator,
You didn't
okay,
follow
they
through on
re
your end of the bargain.
right, exactly.
I get that.
If you have to do the utmost, like I said, if you had taken it Thursday and you noticed that on the way back it's time, then on Friday you should have been on it.
Right. And I mean, like I said, I
Okay,
get it. Like, in your world, like, because I've done your job. Well, yeah, I mean, I have. I've drove bus. Maybe not to that degree. Like, I get it. That's genuine service work, right? Like, in my
right.
world, like, I'm providing a service, but the
But
customer is not always right. Like, because if I listen
well,
to half these
well,
customers, they'd end up fucking dead. I'd end up
well,
dead, or shit would be
the,
torn up because they don't have a
the,
goddamn clue.
look, the thing is that that's a cliche.
Well,
I
of
get
course,
it.
yeah, I know.
Okay. But, even when the customer is being moronic, okay, you as a professional, you try to explain to them the errors of their ways. Now, I can't
Uh huh.
place that. I can't place that there because this, that, the other. I have certain guidelines. when you take the time to explain to most people, even
Most,
the
yeah.
most arrogant, okay, fall under a thing. A worst case scenario, if they want you to drop that pod where it's unsafe, then it's your decision whether you do it or not.
Yeah. I was thinking about
Okay?
getting those meta glasses where I could record my interactions
Mm-hmm.
because you just said most, right? And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is about, like, I travel all around, and for some reason, whenever I go to the city, I deal with the most pretentious and arrogant motherfuckers on the face of this planet. And I try to tell them, like, hey, I'm pretty smooth with what I say. Like, my customer reviews, like I said, I got to be pretty smooth to be number 3 in the entire country for customer reviews. Like, I know how to talk that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I do, and I always get at least one, maybe two a week. It's like they don't believe me, and they want to argue with me. And shit, last week, Pappy, I didn't like yell at him. I've never yelled at a customer, but I lost my composure. I was like, look, I can't do what you want me to do. I just explained, well, why not? I just explained to you why not. And then motherfucker looked at me and he says, yeah, but I'm paying your salary and you need to do what I'm telling you to do.
You
And,
see, what
and,
I
and I
just say
looked at him
that.
and I said, sir, you don't pay my salary. The company I work for does. And if you want me to do what you're telling me to do, I'm going to need you to sign these 3 waivers. I pull out the waivers and he looks at me. He goes, well, I'm not signing them. I said, well, then you're not getting the container, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it just like that. I'm like, well, then you're not getting the container, sir. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
And he says, well, it can't be that hard. Like, don't you just move it this way, move it that way? And I said, you know what? Hey, you know what? We're not going to argue. Here, I'm going to show you. So I did. I took 20 minutes out of my day and I showed him exactly why. I made him look real fucking stupid. And then he goes, oh, I see what you're saying now. And I said, sir, not for nothing. I've been doing this for 5 years. What do you do exactly? He's like, I'm a dental hygienist. I go, not for nothing, but I don't go to the dentist office, right? And I don't tell the hygienist, how to fill in cavities. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell you, I'm not here to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just can't slide it that way. And Willie, Pat, I lost my shit. I let go of the controls. I said, hey, man, hey, you got it. Here you go. Here you go. You got it. And he just looked at me. And I'm like, no, hey, you know how to do it. I've been here 25 minutes and I've been more than respectful and nice and professional to you. I said, but sir, now we're just getting to the point where I feel like you're doing it on purpose to annoy me. I said, here, take the controls. You figure it out. You sign the waiver. Whatever you tear up, it ain't on me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm calling customer service. I said, that's fine. I said, everything's already recorded on camera, man. Go at it. Have at it. Tear it up. Do what you got to do. And I sat back.
Well,
I crossed my arms and I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I said, and I do. And I'm telling you, I can't do this. It's going here or I'm taking it back to the warehouse. You decide. We're not doing this anymore. Do you want it here? Or you want it at the warehouse? And he looked at me and I said, all right, taking it back to the warehouse. No, 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 leave it here, leave it here. And then he started talking and I just ignored him. I tuned him out. I dropped the container. I took my pictures. I got the fuck out of there.
it's just like I went to pick up bridal party at the Hilton, and it's a they have a small parking lot, and there's two of us. So I'm in the front bus talking to Keith. That was his bus, and my bus was second bus behind, and I had no place other than to block the handicap um, spots.
Yeah.
Okay, so bus is running. I'm talking to him. I'm attentive. This elderly white dude comes over,
Yeah.
and I'm in the fucking stairwell, and his fucking opening remark is, "Who was the genius that parked that second bus over there by the handicap spot?" And I look at him because I can be pretty quick with it. I make you look real stupid in a hurry. I said, "Sir, I'm the resident genius. What can I do for you?" Then he caught himself. Oh, I'm sorry, I might have offended you. I said, sir, if you wanted me to move that bus, and I'm still talking to him decent,
Yeah.
and the only thing you had to do was inquire which one of us was driving the bus, okay? And either one of us would have went over there and moved. That's right, the bus comes equipped with a steering wheel. It goes forward and it goes backwards. I could be a real fucking asshole now.
Uh-huh.
I don't have to, I don't have to curse at you, okay? I'll tell you exactly what I think. I had him eating fucking humble pie. Okay, motherfucker, don't be coming up here thinking that you're going to intimidate me, okay? Because there is an appropriate way
Yeah.
to ask somebody to do
Yeah,
something.
but
Don't come with
that
your fucking arrogance.
that's it right there, Pappy. I think it's people have lost that because that's what I encounter every day. I encounter it at least once a day at this job, and the only thing I can chalk it up to is they're paying for a service. So
Well,
they
and
feel
they think,
entitled, right? They feel
right,
like, hey, I'm
they have a sense of entitlement because
right,
they're paying a bill for a service that you have to do exactly how you want. You have to disavow for whatever rules are in
right,
place. The rules are in place for your safety, my safety, and the safety of your property and the safety of our equipment.
correct. And
Okay, so
like that's the
you're
only
not,
thing I can chalk it up to. And I mean, that's what helps me sleep at night. Because if that wasn't the case, I'd have to rip these fucking people's lungs out.
well,
Because
the
some of
thing
these
is
people,
that you,
Pappy, you don't. I mean, you do get it. You drove truck. Some of these people,
well,
they talk to you fucking crazy. Like
well,
you're
they
just
talk
the
to you.
lowest of the low. And I'm like, yo, what is wrong
Well,
with you?
but that's in then that's every aspect of a service department. You know, it's like I carry a whole lot of highfalutin people. It's like right now I'm going to Atlanta to pick a bunch of executive up. You know what I do to them? I don't even get out my seat.
I treat them the same way as the next person.
Okay, I don't. You know, if they thinking that I'm gonna be tripping over my dick, trying trying to please them. They're highly mistaken. I got my phone in my hand. I ain't be paying no mind. You
Yep.
know where the fucking seat's at. Okay, sit the fuck down. You got a question, I answer it. Okay, you address me, I address you, sir. Man, we keep it real simple. Best
Yep.
conversation we have, the less you got what the bitch about.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Like my personal philosophy is like I'm gonna treat you with respect. You know, I'm not one of those guys where you have to earn my respect because I'm not I'm a nobody. Like, and I wasn't raised that way. Like, I give you respect right off of the shoot until you make me lose it.
Well,
Until you
like
make
I
me
said,
lose your respect. You know, like I don't agree with when people say you got to earn my respect. Like, who the fuck are you, bro?
yeah, you know, just like my operation manager, I made it real clear. So now when he talks to me, the first thing that comes out his mouth, I'm just a messenger. Okay, just as long as you understand, I'm not be putting up with your shit.
But I
Okay.
mean, that's really what
Hey.
I deal with these customers that makes this job unenjoyable. Sometimes, because like it gets to the point where it's like, yo, I don't want to deal with any fucking people. Like, the wife will tell you, mom will tell you, like, I am mentally exhausted when I get home just from driving in the city because it's like, damn, all these fucking idiot, all these people drive like they're trying to win at the game of traffic.
Well, the thing is, I tell everybody because people just assume, and you know the three letters that
Oh yeah, make an ass out of you and me.
everybody assumes that because a person is licensed, that they have a fucking clue what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't got a fucking clue, Pappy. They don't
Okay,
have a clue. And
so so you as a professional driver that are more conscious and aware, you look for all these things because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to operate safely among these people because they do the dumbest of
the
shit.
dumbest shit. And like I was telling mom the other day, like this was probably last week. You know, maybe I'm looking at it too deeply, but I don't think I am. I think that driving on the road is really a great analogy for walking and just being in society, because it's like you got one person like me or any other professional driver out here that's acutely aware of their surroundings, of what people are doing. Just like you said, we're conscious to the fact of what's going on.
Right.
And then you got some people, they're on their phones. Like, I've literally seen people watching movies on their phone while it's mounted driving.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that. I've seen people that they, they're just not aware, and they
Well,
cut you off, and they
when you
apologize. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry,"
when you turn around and you're in rush hour traffic and a bitch is trying to put her fucking makeup on,
yeah, yeah.
okay, that tells you a lot.
Well,
Okay, this is why they get it. It's just like you coming. That's why we know to move over when you see people on the shoulder because
bingo.
I seen motherfuckers come get back on the road, and the goddamn highway speed is 70. Most people doing 80, and you doing 40.
Yep. And like I was telling mom, I said, for those people that are unaware, like it's like, to me, it's like an analogy for life, just being in society and dealing with people in general. Because ma's got road rage. I
Man.
said, Ma, I said, when I see people that are just unaware, they're just not conscious. They're not out here being maleficent. They're not out here causing malice. They're just unaware. They're stupid.
Well,
Are they an
it, it,
inconvenience? Yes, they are. But I don't get
look,
mad at them. The people
the
I get
problem.
mad at, Pappy, the ones that I get mad at are the ones that know exactly what's going on. They see you and they say, "Fuck you. I'm more important than you. I'm doing this." And then, you cause a fucking 5-car pileup.
Well, because again, there goes, they think that everybody is supposed to conform. And the thing that's funny about it is that the biggest asshole out there is the first motherfucker complaining when somebody else does something stupid.
Hey, I'm not saying anything about mom, but
Okay? I mean,
she drives like
and,
shit. That's all I can say.
the thing is that you have to be able to acknowledge that you are among a lot of people. The state, the only thing the state requires to license you is that you're cognizant of what you're supposed to be doing.
Correct.
Okay, it's not evaluating you on your actual skills. Okay, what they're evaluating, can you maintain control of the vehicle? Do you understand the rules? Can you read a sign? I mean, it's like right now Trump is losing his mind, getting all these foreigners off the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and a lot of people would say that that's abuse of power, this, that, the other, but he's doing it for your own safety because these people, look at that Indian that attempted to make a U-turn
That
on the Florida
U-turn, I
Turnpike
know.
and killed three people.
It's
Okay,
crazy, man. It's
um,
terrible.
but people get on the. There's a lot of shit that Trump is doing that Obama said and did, but because Obama was black and everybody's feeling conscientious because black men has been oppressed for so long, uh, it was okay for him to do it.
Yeah, well,
Okay, I don't care what Trump does. Okay, he ain't never gonna get the acknowledgement because they all hate him.
and here's the thing, right? Is like, I know, like, on my social media presence and when I talk to people, I come off as a conservative, but I'm not. I mean, I'm really not. I'm pretty middle of the road. Like I said, I got my own set of morals and principles. I don't really give a shit about the popularity contest. I want to see action, right? And
Right,
and even Obama, like, when I did vote, I voted for him twice, and
right.
and I still rock with him. Like, kind of like what you just said. People don't understand the amount of pressure he was under. The first African American black president. He could not fuck up, because
Right.
anything he did, he was going to be dragged over coals. And if he did even something so, essentially, if he fucked up enough,
Uh-huh.
that was going to ruin the shot for any other person of color, any other or not national, any other ethnicity to become president. Like he really had to set the precedent of being president. You know what I mean?
Right, right. But for the black people, they fall into the trap. Oh, first black president, that nigga didn't do shit for your black ass.
Nope.
Okay,
He didn't do shit for white people either. He did a whole lot of shit for gays, lesbians, and trannies, though. A
thank
whole
you.
lot.
Okay, so but here's the prejudice because he's a black man. It's okay, and they're on board with that because that's the Democratic Party platform. Okay, to bamboozle people into believing that they fucking doing, especially the poor.
Yeah.
Who falls under that category? Minority of
Well,
all races.
I mean, at the current moment, you know, everybody's poor, right? But there's levels to being poor, right? Like we're
Nice,
like me and the wife, we're poor, but we're
nice.
not EBT welfare Medicaid poor. We were at one
Yeah.
time, and you know that we were at one time, but now
Well,
we're working class poor. You know what I mean?
man.
Like we can afford a fucking $5 pizza on Friday.
Well, and that's just the whole thing. I mean, there's different levels. That's why I say that a lot of people don't see. Everybody makes the assumption, and because somebody has a driver's license, that they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, in anything in life, right? There's a hierarchy in anything, and I've seen that in my own
Okay,
experiences. You know, like there's a
it's just
hierarchy,
like
there's
this.
levels to it.
Okay, you can go and hire two carpenters, and their skills are different.
Yep.
Okay, you can hire two electricians, and their skills are different. Okay, one motherfucker know what he doing and why your house right, and the other motherfucker blow you the fuck up.
But
Okay,
you know,
you know,
Obama. Back to Obama. He kind of had to play. He had to play it safe, man. Like if I, if I'm in his shoes and I cater to the white people, the black people, my black people gonna hate me. If I cater to the black people, my white people gonna hate me. So who's in the middle? Gays, trannies, lesbians, the LGBTQ community. You know, that's not a race, right? So we
well,
can't play the race card. But still enough, people still play the race card on Obama. Saying he
look,
caused
look,
all this division and racial inequality. And I'm just like, man, people are just gonna bitch to bitch. That's what we do. People bitch to bitch.
the problem is that's why I say everybody says when you're talking, gee, you got great ideas, you should run for office. Okay, but if you're a fucking realist, you understand that it doesn't make any a point of your ideology if those that are ruling with you do not believe in the ideology that you're trying to present.
And I think
Okay, and that's just that simple. You can talk all the shit you want. You're gonna change this. It's just like the young kid at 2022 goes to the police academy. He's gonna be the world savior. He's gonna go out here and clean up a crime. Well, when he becomes a police officer and he actually sees the fucking degree of bullshit and fuckery that goes on every day in the goddamn system, it's only a matter of while, a matter of time before he becomes corrupt and says, fuck it. Because
I'm
I'm killing
jaded and
myself
just
too.
yeah, exactly. I'm not killing myself for these motherfuckers. Yep, yep. And
Okay.
it's funny you said that because like I think that's kind of what makes Trump's administration and cabinet so powerful because I think everybody that he's got surrounding him is on the same page as him.
Well, look, the idea is that if you're going to institute changes, like they say, winning command.
Command. Yeah.
Okay, the same thing goes when you're in a position of leadership. A lot of things that you're going to come out of your mouth doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to agree with it. But if you're leading, then that person needs to follow you regardless whether they think you right or wrong.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, chain of
And
command.
this is when dissension starts. Okay, and this is the problem with this country, that everybody is just listening to the other fucking lunatics bullshit without fucking finding out for themselves. Like you say, you got a phone in your hand, you can ask it any question, and they give you the fucking answer. You don't have to rely on what some stupid motherfucker's telling you.
Thank you. Exactly. And like you can ask. Not That's the beauty of it, is it's not just one source. You can go on that goddamn phone and you could read 100 different sources. We got a library. We got a fucking library of Alexandria on our phone. You can go and look up anything, all the way to fucking ancient history, ancient Mesopotamia, all the way to current events. You want knowledge? It's right there. But do
Well,
you do you want to ask it? Do you want to seek it?
most of the people can't read, and the ones that can don't understand the
That ain't no excuse.
terminology.
That goddamn phone will read it to you. And you know
Well, I'm
what?
just
It'll read
saying,
it to you in Mandarin. It'll read
but
it to
if
you in
it,
Mandarin, Russian, Spanish,
but
whatever
if
language
it,
you choose.
but if it reads it to you and you don't understand the
Right. You
definition
don't
of
comprehend
each
it, right?
word that is telling you, then you just as equally lost. Might as well not told you shit.
And
Okay?
I guess that's where I guess that's where I disconnect from people, right? Because I'm of the train of thought where, and I do this quite literally all the time. No exaggeration. Is when I'm reading something or I'm looking up something and I don't understand the word, I type that motherfucking word in and I figure it out. Oh, that's what that means.
Thank you. But you see that again goes like a claiming people having common sense.
Well, shit,
Okay,
Pappy,
a
you
lot of
made me
people.
feel good. It only takes 40 years for you to tell me that I got common sense. Thank you.
Okay, that's just common sense. Okay, if you don't understand, it's like all these people that live out here on the streets.
Yeah.
They get used to their lingo,
Yep.
their street terminologies.
Yep.
Okay, when they get into actual society, that's why everybody frowns upon them, because nobody really understands
Right.
nor chooses to communicate with that type of language.
Right. Because now you've entered a different level of society, right? And like, there's an etiquette that goes with it.
Thank you. Okay,
There's
but
a
you
way you
can't make
present
them
yourself that goes with it. It doesn't mean that you're being fake or inauthentic. It just means, oh, okay, I'm putting on my professional cap right now. Let me speak. Let me speak the
right.
language. And like, I'm no different. Like, when I go to my meetings, I speak the language. When I go to the streets, which I don't really go to the streets anymore, not like I used to, I speak the language. But
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you
Well,
got to
but
put
you
that
see,
different hat on.
the problem is that people in everyday life really have difficulty adapting to whatever situation they find themselves in. Okay, again with this woman, right? You've been doing this long enough. Okay, whether you piss or not, that they send an old bus out there and you on it, that's irrelevant at this point. You're
Right.
on it.
Yep.
Okay, so it's your responsibility to ensure that everybody is safe on this bus, including you.
So do you think she just didn't get it fixed out of spite? Was like, you want to put me on this
I
raggedy ass bus?
it doesn't make any sense other.
Right. Kind of like a
Okay,
pity, like she's mad that she got put on a raggedy ass bus. So in order for her to get back at whoever put her on that raggedy ass bus, she's gonna make herself and her passengers uncomfortable, right? Like,
thank you.
it's like saying I'm mad at you, so you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be.
I mean, like right now, you fuck everybody because you even fuck your co-drivers. We were ready to go at 9 o'clock.
Uh-uh. Yeah, man.
Okay,
Misery
we
loves
didn't.
company.
Okay, we didn't get moving behind your bullshit that you could have resolved enough to have them people comfortable to conclude the trip. Okay, now if you have something to say about the bus, first you get it fixed, then you come back and you read them the riot act.
It's like that saying,
Okay,
man. I
the
forgot
next
how it
time that they
goes.
try to put you on this raggedy ass motherfucker, you got a good reason why not to operate it.
Yep.
Okay, but you know, it's just really common sense in attempting to do the right thing. You didn't even attempt to do the right thing. See, that's the shit that gets me.
Right. Just do the right thing. Do the next right
Okay,
thing.
you didn't attempt to do the right thing because yeah, you took it the first time on Thursday. They put free on, but through your own admission, you're telling us that the minute that you pull out of this man's yard, this thing clicked off.
Right.
Anybody else would have turned right back around and
Oh
got
yeah.
right back in this guy's face.
And a heartbeat too. Like, hey, this shit ain't working, man. What's going on?
Right, exactly. But no, you chose to drive back to the hotel. That you had plenty of time because you wasn't picking anybody up till 9 o'clock that night.
Uh huh.
Okay, now you sat there all day Friday and didn't do anything about it. Okay, Saturday you still had an opportunity to get it fixed, and you chose not to do anything but bring that bus at 9 o'clock, hoping that the temperature was going to be down. I mean, you know.
It's like that
So
old
he,
saying. I forgot how it goes. It's like when I'm mad at, if you get mad at somebody, it's like them drinking poison. It's like you drinking poison, hoping it hurts them or whatever. I forgot how the saying goes, but it's
well,
something
it's
like
it's
that.
just like the story of the frog and the scorpion. Okay, the scorpion asked the frog for a ride across the pond, and the frog was weary. He said, "Well, I can't give you a ride because if I give you a ride, you're going to sting me." So the scorpion tells him, he says, "Well, that don't make any sense because if I sting you, we both going to die." So the frog looks at him and says, "Shit, that makes sense. Okay, hop on." Halfway through the fucking pond, the fucking scorpion bites him anyway. And the frog says, "Well, why you do that?" He said, "It's just habit.
I'm a scorpion. That's what I do.
That's what I do."
Yep.
Okay, you know, and people are not much different. Okay, you didn't take the comfort and the safety of your passengers to heart. You did not act like a professional driver. You know, like you gone there a second time and you think it's working and it's not working, then nobody can actually fault you one way or the other because you made a concerted effort, okay, to rectify the problem.
Yep.
Okay, but by your actions, you weren't trying to rectify the issue. You just perpetuated the fucking issue by not doing anything.
Yep. You just added on to the issue now.
Okay, so you know, for me, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to throw you on the bus, but you know, you're not right. And then on top of that, why would you tell somebody that's sitting behind you that in a hot bus you caught a mini stroke? You think I'm gonna want to ride with you? I mean, come on. Even the dispatcher, well, why you tell them that?
Yeah.
They didn't know
Uh,
anything about them headlights.
well, and that's what I mean. That's
Okay?
just a piss poor pre-trip, right? And I'm not saying I do a perfect pre-trip every morning because I don't. I don't. I make sure the essentials are working. My lights, my tires, my engine. But I don't.
Right.
I know there's some people that go above and beyond. They go under the goddamn truck. They check to make sure all this, that, and the, I don't be worrying about all that. I
I
drive this
tell
goddamn.
people, I drive the motherfucker to the fucking tires fall the
Yeah,
fuck
I
off.
drive this
I mean,
goddamn truck every
I
day,
got
man.
my own bus. I check my fucking oil once a week. This fucking shit
Thank
me
you.
open. You know, this shit, opening this motherfucker every day
Yep.
and checking the oil. I don't do that. Okay,
Me
you
neither.
know,
And that's the thing,
if
because I
if
got my
I
own
if,
truck. I do the same shit, Pappy. I check it
if
once
I
a week.
open the hatch, my biggest concern is my antifreeze level that
Yep.
is up, because that motherfucker shut that bitch right down.
I do
Okay,
the
once
same
I
thing,
see the
Pappy.
antifreeze level is good, okay, we're good to go. I check my oil once a week. The transmission oil, they told me not to worry about it, and so I don't.
No, I
You
do
know,
the
I
same
check my
thing.
tires, I check my light, I
Yep.
check my signals. That's what I need to be able to operate safely among all these idiots.
Yep, I do the same exact thing. Because, like I said, I got my own
Okay,
truck,
other
and
than
I
that,
don't
you
put
know,
myself. Now, if I'm swap seating, if I got like, if I have to take somebody else's truck, which I haven't had to take somebody else's truck in ages. Then yeah, I
mm,
do a full pre-trip. But this is my truck. Like this is Pete's truck. It's got my shit in here. It's got my pictures in here. This is my office. And I do the
right.
same thing. I check the fluids. Once a week. I'll check, make sure my leaf springs are good once a week. And sometimes I don't even check. I drive that, but I,
You
I
know, and
check the
if I
bare
notice,
essentials.
and if I notice something is abnormal,
Yep,
then at that point I go to investigate because
that's
I
it right
know
there.
that is abnormal, and if there's something that needs to be repaired, trust me, I'm gonna be. It's like I told Sean, our fleet manager. I said I'm gonna be on your ass like a fucking diaper rag. Okay, okay. I don't be playing. Okay, I come in, I tell you about shit. I will haunt you to death. Yo, did you fix this?
Yep. Well, fucking
Yo,
Tony,
did
our
you fix?
manager, he had me rolling, Fabby, because we're getting rid of all of our old fleet. We're getting all brand new trucks,
Right.
and so we're down trucks. So people been taking
Mm-hmm.
my shit, and I told Tony, I said, "Hey, you keep these goddamn grubby dirt, these grubby goddamn fingers off my truck." I said they abuse my shit. I don't like it. So I get in the
Mm-hmm.
truck and I noticed that my shit's riding a little wonky. This was last 2 weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and come to find out, there's a big old slit in my tire. I checked it in the morning. I said they hit
Right.
something because my shit's driving funny. I got a big old slit in my tire.
Right.
It's not flat, but it's right on the sidewall.
Right.
Oh, all right, dude. Like Tony was just so nonchalant. Oh, all right, dude. I said, oh, all right, dude. Nothing. I said, Tony, I'm about to fail it. Oh, don't do that, man. We ain't got no trucks. I said, hey, not my problem. Get the people here now. Call Ryder, call Penske. I don't care who you got called. Get them there by the end of the day, or this shit's getting failed in the morning.
Right.
Sure as shit, I got back to work the next morning. My shit was fixed up. I said, Tony, you're a good man, because I was about ready to fail this shit. I know, dude. Just please don't do that. We can't afford it. I said, yep. I
Right.
said, it's a lot easier to call Penske Ryder, have them come out and fix the shit, because you know I'll fail it.
Well, it's like I told Sean I needed spot mirrors on the bus,
Yeah.
and every time he's hit me with this bullshit that he plans to order 200, but he doesn't know which style he wants. Right, so I've heard this about the third or the fourth time. So I catch him outside and I'm talking with Julio, and I walk up to him. I say, Sean, I know you plan. You plan to order 200 of these motherfuckers. My only question to you is, when the fuck are you gonna do it? That same day, he had Julio. I scrounged two fucking mirrors at the fucking yard, put them on my bus.
There you go. There you
Okay,
go.
I ain't be playing. Okay, like, cause I tell them shit and just be just as calm as a fucking cucumber. Okay, I say you keep fucking with me if you want to. That's just like uh, Frank thinks I'm fucking crazy because when we were in Long Island, did that thing that boy, I cursed that motherfucker, man. Fuck you and fuck Mr. Khan. Okay, I ain't leaving no fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking tired. It's my fucking birthday. You people fucking with me.
Yeah,
I go to fucking bed. Okay, and when I get the fuck up,
that's
that's
when
when
I'm
I'm
leaving.
fucking headed back that way.
Yep. Kiss my ass.
Okay, and you can do whatever the fuck you think you need to do. I'd be quick to tell you, don't give a fuck. Just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, this ain't no major loss. This is a fucking job.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Class A with all kinds of fucking endorsements on it. Okay, I don't do half the shit I used to do because of my age now. I just don't want to.
Yeah,
Okay, but it's not that I'm not capable and I can't push myself. I just don't want to. Don't have to.
yeah. That's the luxury,
Okay,
right? Don't want to,
so
and I don't
yeah,
have to. That's the key word.
right. So I mean, don't get it fucking twisted that I owe you some bitch of shit because you don't do shit for me. Okay, you barely pay me.
Yep.
Okay, so don't get my black ass of telling you about yourself because you're not gonna like me.
And see, that's the reason. Like, as much as I bitch about my job, that's why I'm still here. Is because, my management, they suck. They're terrible
Mm,
managers. They're not good.
right,
But they try.
right,
And on top of that, they're good people. They're good humans, right? Like, they're not
right.
corporate shills. They're good fucking dudes. They're good people. They're not the greatest managers. They suck, but they're good fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
And I rock with
Well,
that.
they're working within their own limitation because they work for somebody else. Okay,
Exactly.
okay, so whatever they can do within their immediate limitations,
Yep.
they try to look out for their people.
And
Okay,
that's
that's why I
why I
say,
rock with it.
everybody with this owner here is a scumbag. Okay,
Right.
this motherfucker, the only thing he's thinking about is his fucking money and the goddamn bank. He don't give a fuck who he kills.
Man.
Okay, so I don't have that thing. I don't give a fuck that he's filthy rich or that he buys these fucking buses outright straight and shit. That doesn't concern me because he's not doing that for me.
Right, right. That's for his business. That's for him to grow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it.
Right, okay, so I don't owe this cocksucker shit.
Right, I get it.
Okay, and I be the first one to tell him in his face, this is a fucking job.
Yep.
Okay, whatever fucking money I make at the end of the week, I've earned every dime of it and then some.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for me to be, if you expected me to be humble because you give me a job, you got the wrong Negro. Okay,
Well, and
but
that's
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 Negro
the
number.
attitude of a lot of people. Oh, be thankful you got a job. And like, even some of the people I work with here, I'm like, I tell them like, hey, you go get another job, man. This is a buyer's market for us as drivers. Like, what are you talking about? And like, I can't bitch as much as I like to, because corporate, they treat us like shit. Corporate don't give a fuck. All they It's no different than the government. They see us as a number. What are they producing? What's their profit margin? What's their loss margin? Are they a liability?
Right,
Are they an
exactly.
asset?
That corporation, you just a chart.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
give a.
you
Yeah,
fall,
they don't give a fuck.
you fall someplace in that chart.
Yep.
Either your productivity or your loss.
Bingo.
Plain and
Yep.
simple.
Like,
Okay,
I know
they're
that.
not looking at your personal. They don't care. It's like us right now. Every year, January and February is famine.
Yep. Same here on our
Okay,
end.
like I tell them, I said, I can afford to be a little bit arrogant because both the wife and I can receive a guaranteed money, plus we both work.
Right.
Okay, so we have a little bit of latitude, and I'm about to talk to your mother because she be spending fucking money like she's a treasury of the fucking uh,
The U.S. Right.
secretary of the treasury and shit.
Mama. Oh shit.
So but it's just like you just get tired, what I mean? And like I said, if you're that miserable doing a job,
You gotta go.
then it's time for you to leave.
Yep. And I've gotten to that point here. But then, like, I'll talk with the management, and that's the other reason why I stay is because I'll talk with my immediate management, and they'll work with me because they know, like, do I have the best attitude all the time? No, but I don't spaz out. I don't throw fits. I do my job, and I do it pretty goddamn well. I represent the company. I represent the location well. Like, I do my deal. I'm good, and I say that
You do your,
confidently.
you
I'm good.
do what they pay you for, and then some.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. The only thing that you ask is, and this is my problem with these people. For people that have such a high level of expectation, you do very little
There it
to
is. Yep,
support us.
yep. And that's our
Okay,
main problem here
and
too.
and and that is the frustrating part because your expectations are high. Okay, but between the equipment you supply us in this terminal, the effectiveness of your operation team not having a fucking clue. Okay, and it's very frustrating as an employee to come in here and do a wholehearted job for you when
Right.
they see you don't give a fuck.
Yep. And that's kind of where we're at our job too. Is it's like you guys have all these grandiose expectations, and every year those expectations increase.
Thank you.
And you know, the slap in the face is okay. Well, this is supposed to be a reciprocal relationship, right? Like your expectations increase, but why is it not fair for our expectations to increase? Like maybe a bigger raise, maybe a bonus incentive. Hell, maybe even lunches on a monthly basis. Like, hey, order us some lunch like other locations. Like that's where our problem comes in, and it's really a slap in the goddamn face when raises come around and they say, "Oh, okay, yeah, here's your 30-cent yearly raise." It's like, what?
Hmm.
What? What are you talking
Well,
about? 30 cent? Like, what are you talking about? And that's where I got a problem. Is don't piss on my shoes and tell me it's raining.
thank you. Well, but they just think that everybody, because they're under the assumption that because you work and you made the job, and you may have a certain degree of validity to that. Okay, but a job, if you're a good worker, you can go anywhere and get a job.
Well, and that's what I tried telling my original hiring manager, and he did not like my philosophy. Is I told him, I said, "Look, man, I work for Pete. I work for me. I am subcontracting through you." Well, that's not how it works. I'm like that. In my mind, that's how it works. I'm offering you guys a service, right? And you guys are paying me based on my
Thank you.
qualifications and on my worth. Well, no, you
Well,
work for
that's
us.
just
We're your
how they.
employer. I'm like,
That's
yeah, that's what it is. But the way I frame it in my mind,
it's no different than you being an independent.
yeah,
You're working for somebody. Okay, you're your own boss. You make your
yep,
own rules. But at the end of the day, whomever you're working for is your employer.
correct. And
Okay,
I made my
because
own, and I still make my own rules.
because you are supplying a service to them that they're willing to pay you because they don't know how to do it.
Correct. And that's why I
Okay.
try telling
Now the
people, like,
same
I'm a
thing
free
I
sovereign
tell
man.
these
You ain't
people.
gonna tell me what I can and can't do.
It's like I tell all of these drivers too. Look, I don't give a fuck that this motherfucker paid for these buses up front. Okay, he can have all the fucking buses in the United States. If he ain't got the fucking asses to put in there, he ain't got shit.
Thank you.
Okay, because he can't drive them all.
Exactly.
Okay, but you see, most of the people don't think because they think, oh well, you know, they, it's like I clipped the car in Tennessee when I went up there. Okay,
Yep.
I ain't heard
Yep.
shit about it. Okay, I don't make it a habit. B, I do my job. I clip the car. The coach was bitching. I didn't even notice. Okay, so the coach is bitching the bonus. I go back over there. I took pictures. I send them the fuck over there. Okay, but what they gonna do to me? Nothing. They're gonna pay for this fucking car and they're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay, because at the end of the day, I understand I make more money for them than I cost them.
Well, that's what it boils down to, right? Just like I said, profits and loss margin. Like, what are you an asset or are you a liability?
Thank you. Okay, so of course they're not. I done did what I was supposed to do. I reported. Hey, you people take care of it. I got time. I'm not gonna be fucking stressing the fuck out because I tore the fucking car up. The shit's done. It's tore up. Fix the motherfucker, okay? And not the last motherfucker I tore up ain't going and not the first motherfucker I tore up ain't gonna be the last one. Okay, you can count on that.
Hell yeah, baby. That's what I like to hear.
Okay? I know it. I ain't gonna make I don't make no excuses like I told Lisa. I said, ain't nobody come out here and deliberately trying to be tearing shit up. Okay, but you fucking people don't have the fucking slightest clue where you allow these people to take these fucking buses into.
Right, right, and that's the thing.
Okay,
It's
you
like, you
have
know,
no clue. The only
you're not
thing you're
mitigating
looking
any
at,
of the risks.
right? You just looking at, well, the trip is booked and it's paid for. Okay, do whatever the customer wants you to do. So like I told the VP, I tell the customer it's real simple. You fucking crazy enough to send it, I'm crazy enough to get the fuck up in there. I might leave a fender too, but I get up in there.
Yep.
And I give a fuck, okay, guys? I'm not worrying about it. Mr. Khan's not going to invite me to his house to have a three-course meal, introduce me to his family and his bros and shit like that. So I don't know that some bitch shit.
Oh shit, are you on your way to work right now?
Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes out from the yard.
I got you. I got you. What do you think
You
about what's
know,
going on
so
in Mexico?
what's going on in Mexico? I don't even know.
Oh, they got one of the top cartel leaders, the Central Intelligence Agency of America, got one of the top cartel guys. They killed him, and then the cartel's going to war. Like it's all over. I mean, it's all over. If you look at the news or your phone, I mean, they're going in airports, they're going in residents' houses, hotels, um, just shooting the place up. The cartel said we ain't going out like that. The cartel declared war on Mexico. The cartel declared war on America. And old President Trump said, I don't know if you want to do that.
No, Trump, what these people don't understand that they're gangsters, but you're dealing with the biggest gangster on the planet.
Well, that's what I was telling my boy Keenan. I said, look, man, like the cartel's a bunch of savages. They're ruthless and they're gangsters. I said, but our special ops, we don't even need a whole squad. You send in 20 of them. Not only are they gangster, but they're highly trained gangsters with all the technology and gadgets in the world.
Look, it's like Noriega. He had Cuban and never saw them motherfuckers coming.
That's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm telling people. Oh, because people get scared. Oh, I said, look, man, we don't even got to leave soil. We don't even got to leave American soil, man. We got kids like Tyler sit behind a desk with a goddamn video controller, and they'll send a goddamn 2-ton fucking missile right into your goddamn hotel room.
Right in your fucking lap. That motherfucker be zero right in on your shit.
Yep, pinpoint precision.
And and not and not only fuck you up,
Yeah.
leave the fucking building standing.
Yep. Yep. Straight up. Very, very, and that's the thing people don't get is like this is an old school warfare, man. We'll tear some shit up,
The biggest fucking gangster on the planet.
and we will leave no casualties.
And all these Delta and shit, it's plausible deniability. Okay, you kill that motherfucker, they tell you, oh no, he wasn't there.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Who are you
Oh, what you
talking
doing to
about?
my boss? That's what. Fix it up? Yeah. Now what is it? What? It's about to finish, and I just read the code. So this last just about to finish. What code you clearing? I thought they fixed this shit. I thought that took me. I think like was too close to start, and so I manufacturing. I know that when you. But this man told me, my boss, I've been suffering now for the last 2.5 goddamn weeks. Don't make me go up in that goddamn office now, because I'm not going to be well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. You got to do a regional business. You see, now, this is the shit that gets you. If they know this goddamn bus leaving at 10 o'clock to go to Georgia to pick these idiots up at 2:30 in the afternoon, and you still jerking around with it. So how long is it gonna take you to do this shit? Huh? I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. Okay. I'll give you that much grace. And
Willie, wow,
you know,
just up
you
there
know,
talking
after,
shit.
after 15 minutes, I'm gonna turn into an animal, right? Just as long as you understand. Yeah, that's the way you got to talk to these people, man. They don't understand. They don't understand fucking English.
Pappy, dude. Oh man, you
I
just went
come
in
in here.
hot, man. You just went in hot, just yelling at the poor mechanic for doing his
All
job.
right. Uh huh. They know. They know. Just as long as I'm happy. If they want to get paid, don't they? They want to
Oh
get paid,
shit.
right? Do they want to get paid? They want to get paid. Who generates the fucking money? I do.
Oh shit.
Okay, so as long as I'm fucking happy, the fucking world's happy.
Gotta keep the money moving, Pappy.
All right, you'd be very fucking upset if I throw my fucking bag back in my car and go home.
You gotta keep Pappy happy.
Hey, I, at 73, I'm at a fucking point I don't give a fuck about myself.
Oh
Okay?
shit.
So when you get to that fucking stage in life where you don't even like yourself, people better leave you the fuck alone.
Oh, come on now, knock it off. You like yourself.
I do, but I know how to get ugly just like the next asshole.
All right, Pappy. Well, let me let you go. Do it safe, all right?
All right, we're gonna try. Talk to
All
you
right.
later.
All right, love you, man. I'll talk to you later,
Okay,
Pappy.
love you too.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Like that being said, this is a part of the new brand. This is a part of the new build. Make sure you give me a follow on all social media outlets, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting up a lot more of point of view content just in the daily life of Pd PopOff, man. Yeah, you might not have liked what you heard, but you probably needed to hear it. Have a good one.